Welcome to our next tutorial on Android. So in this now, today we'll concentrate on one of the important topic related to fragments related thing that's very useful in our regular life. So that is swipeable menus. So there we have multiple things. So menu like swiping the menu tab view with swipeable menu. How we can create that we can able to see here now in this. So for that, just first I want to create one project with name of swipeable menu. So I'm creating one new project on the name of tab view. So tab views. Just I'm creating the project name called tab views. So I'm creating this. So for this tab views, there it's a very simple way we can do this. But first in this, we need to add some more changes on our styles. That styles we need to enable, then only this swipeable menu can work. So in this, if it is this, so in this there are some small complications are there. Like means if it's this is my screen means in this, if you want to create a swipeable menu on the screen, we need to create a few things. So it will start with coordinate layout. So coordinate layout. So first we need to create here coordinate layout. Then within this coordinate layout, here we need to create this app bar layout. And within this app bar layout, we need to create the toolbar. We need to create means I'll explain you why these all are. So toolbar, within this toolbar, we need to create here tab layout. So within this tab layout, now once we created this tab layout, this app bar here after this, that app bar layout will close. So from here, this app bar closing. After this app bar closing, here we need a view pager. So to scroll page, so this. So finally, it's here coordinate layout will close this. So like this will create. But why these many? Why like this? Here normally when any application, so it has here some particular portion. This we call as action bar. So this we call as an action bar. Now what we are doing here, we are removing this action bar. We are removing this action bar. This action bar place, we are with this action bar place, just with this action bar place, we are putting this app bar layout and toolbar. So with after this toolbar, here we are creating one more layout, that is the tab. This particular portion we are creating as a tab. Means in this we are creating like this, so multiple tabs. Like this, multiple tabs we are creating this. Then this view pager is for just it's to scroll the tabs. That should be help. How it should help we can see in the programmatically here. This is about this tab views, but these tab views are very important, but it's not a predefined like other, like bottom navigation, side navigation and all. So here how this we can create, we can able to see here now. See here, first if you want to do here, first we need to do one change here in this values styles. So in a styles, first we need to update the theme. So here now I have that theme. How to update this theme? This link I'll share you in this. So in this now we need to create. This is already predefined for everywhere. Along with that, here I'm creating one new material design. So that material design theme. So that has here what I'm saying here is this has the parent dark action bar. I'm creating with the dark action bar. But what I'm saying here, Windows no title. means it should not contain the title. It's a true. And action bar. What I said, this action bar will false, means action bar we are removing. So for that, these all of the theme colors we are giving. So this we need to give. And once we give this, now just copy this name and go to manifest file. The second step is here to go to manifest file. In your manifest file, the first main activity, you should apply some theme. So that theme is nothing but this style material theme base. This theme we need to apply here. Why? Because only that particular page has this theme, and remaining pages, remaining all can be applicable with the basic theme only, the entire application. This is first. Then once this is done, third step, we need to go here. Here we need to change, as we discussed now, this coordinate layout and all. So first it should be here, coordinate layout. We need to create here coordinate layout. So I'm creating here. So first we need to create a coordinate layout. So once we created the coordinate layout here, why its coordinate layout is not generating here? So if we want to create a coordinate layout here, we need to add something in a Gradle. So that Gradle is nothing but here, it's a style Gradles. We need to have style Gradles in this. So that is material design. So if you want that material design, just now it's updated one. If you want that material design, just you can drag and drop any of this text input layout. So automatically that Gradle can be added there. Once it's a support material Gradle added in this, means we'll remove that one. Just easiest way I'm showing this, instead of remembering that this material.io, this material, instead of remembering this, easiest way to is just you can drag and drop that one. Once you drag and drop that, automatically that can be created here. See, that's created here. Now once it is done, here we'll remove that one. Here we'll remove that one. So here I'm creating here now this coordinate layout will come. See here now. See, this is our coordinate layout now. So I changed the top to coordinate layout, and what are the in between? I'm removing all in between. Just now we have this only this coordinate layout. Now within this coordinate layout, now we require a bar layout. So bar layout, match parent, wrap content. So I'm creating this match parent wrap content, and this is done. So for this also we can apply some style. So that is style. So material theme base. So this we can apply here, material theme base, like some color we apply. It's not mandatory, even though without this also it can be work. So it's your wish. If you want to apply, you can apply. I don't want to apply now. Then now within this, now I want to create one toolbar. So toolbar. So toolbar. I'm creating this toolbar here. So widget toolbar. So this also match parent, wrap content. So some ID for this toolbar, ID toolbar. I created this toolbar. So we can close the toolbar here itself. Now once we created this, after this toolbar, here we need to create here one more this thing, that is a tab layout. So here we need to create a tab layout. So tab layout for the tabs. So id tabs, just we created this id as a tabs like this. Then now outside of this app bar layout, now you need to create this one more last thing in this, that is a view pager. We need to create the view pager. So we created the view pager, match parent, wrap content, id. So for this view pager id, just we took this view pager id like this. Done. This is, so we created this. UI is ready now. See, this split it into two parts. One is for this action bar, one is for this, means action bar place replaced by toolbar. Then second portion should be this. Like UI is ready now. Once this is ready, we can go to this here in a Java. First we need to define as toolbar whatever we have there. So we need to define here this. So toolbar, then tab layout. So tab layout. Then after this tab layout, view pager. So all what we have there, we are defining here view pager. Then this we are going without data binding, so we need to find view by id. This all tab layout equal to find view by id. So that is dot id dot. So tabs, then toolbar equal to find view by id, that is r.id dot toolbar. Then last view pager equal to find view by id, r.id dot view pager. So this declaration and this thing. Then once it is done here, now we need to set the toolbar setup. So how to set this toolbar? So there is a method called setup set support action bar for this. Set support action bar. So for that we need to set the toolbar. So it should be replaced by programmatically, it should be replaced by with that. So it's done. Then after this, in this, even though we can add some more thing, this that is a extra thing we need to add, get support. So get support action bar dot set display. This is also not mandatory. If you want a home button enabled, you can add this here true. Then on that home button could be displayed, otherwise it could not be displayed, but this is not mandatory. Then once it is done here, now we need a view pager setup also. So setup view pager, it's our defined method. Setup view pager is user defined method. So I'm defining this setup view pager. So what we are setting with this view pager, in this, for this we are setting the view pager. Then after this we need to set up the tab layout. So that is tab layout at setup. This is predefined, that is setup with view pager. Setup with view pager. So in this view pager means view pager we need to set up for the two things. One is the tab layout as well as the view pager. Then with this name we need to create one inner method. So we need to create one inner method here. Method has created here. So once this method has created here like this, then within this we need to define one more this thing, that is the view pager adapter. We need to create a view pager adapter. This is also user defined view pager adapter. So ADB, just I am creating this view pager ADB, that is here. I'm creating this view pager ADB. So view pager equal to new view pager ADB. Just I'm defining this as normal way, view pager ADB, like this I'm defining this. So but here this one could be with the get a support fragment manager. So this should have this support fragment manager. So we need to define here get support fragment manager like this, means this can be enabled by the fragment. So because of that, this we are enabling with this fragment case. So here now we defined as a fragment this case. So once this is defined here as a fragment, now we need to add here something extra for this. So for this, and this what we are defining here, adapter view pager. So this view pager dot, here I am creating one more predefined method, that is fragment. I'm setting this fragment here. So what fragments here, we need to create how many tabs we want, that many fragments we need to create here. So I'm creating here one fragment. So this is a fragment. After this, what is the title of the fragment? That is, I'm creating the title of the fragment is the one. Like this, I'm creating this. So like this, I need to create a 2 or 3 fragments here. Now I'm creating like this 2 or 3 fragments. So here I want to create this 2. This is 3. Like initially we'll create 3. Then after running this, we can able to see here what are the other fragments here. 3 fragments. So here I want to display 3. Here I want to display 2 like this. So 3 fragments are created here like this. So once these 3 fragments are created here, now this we need to set up with a view pager. Okay, just view pager, above also it's the same terminology, just better we can change something here, because without confusion we can do this. So view pager ADP, just I am defining this view pager ADP, because this again we are mapping with our above what we are defining view pager. For that we are setting this set adapter of this view pager ADP. This we are setting for that. So this we are setting for the view pager. Now with this name we need to create one inner class. We are creating this on the name of view pager. We are creating this inner class. Now once we created this inner class, this extended should be here. Once we created this extended should be fragment pager adapter. So this is the different kind of adapter. This is a fragment pager adapter. So that should be here fragment pager adapter. So we are extending that with the fragment pager adapter. So whenever we are extending this with the fragment pager adapter, you should implement those methods. So once we implement those, so it has 2 methods. One is item count. Also it require one constructor. So we can create one constructor as well. So constructor has created here. So once this is done here, now with these names we need to create a fragment. So I'm creating one class. So this is the fragment. So here make this as a public, then extends as fragment. So this is a fragment. So fragment has one method, that is onCreate view method. onCreate view method. In this onCreate view method, this is already it's there in fragments here. I mean fragment videos. Just you can go through that fragments in detail. So here inflator dot inflate means here r dot layout dot layout dot, that is a 1. Just I'm creating XML name as a 1, then container, then false. Like this I'm creating this. Then after this here, now simply here I'm giving the this return type as this view. Apart from that, I'm not creating anything, and I want to copy this. I want to reuse this in remaining next 2. I'm creating one XML. So this XML, just I'm giving only this some background color to understand our easily this background is working or not. So I'm given some color here. Like say I'm creating this one more this. So it's here Then here I pasted that entire code and make this as a public, and in place of this just I'm changing this to, so we need to create this to, even for this also I'm giving something different color. So background color accent, then last we'll create one more fragment. So here also I'm pasting this entire, then here just I'm changing this as 3, then with this name I'm creating one XML. Here I'm giving this as a background as, so color primary dark, I'm giving this dark. So then this is done. So once this fragments means how many tabs you want, those many fragments you can create this. Once you created this, now in this here, now we need to have this, it has the two, one is the fragments, other one is the names. So because this fragments and these names we need to here. So for that here I'm creating one list, that is the list. So list, first list I'm creating as a fragments, for fragment list I'm creating here. What is the fragment list? So I'm creating this fragments equal to new array list. Just I'm creating one array list with the name of this. Like same, I'm creating here one more list for the names. So one more list for the names. Here this is the string. This is a string. This is the titles. So title means that names. Array list is common. Then once this is done here, now here we need to find out this length of this. So title dot. So title dot. Here, sorry, it's a here it's a position. Return type is position only here. So then here count, we can make this as a title dot size. So because of the array list, it's a size. So here just we are giving the position as the position. So that is something here, title dot get position. Just we are giving the position to this. Sorry, it's a fragment. So we can give this fragments dot get position. This fragments position we are taking in this. So once this is done here, now no need to do anything on this here. Then after this here, it's a previously it is auto generating, but now it's not auto generating. Now here we need to create two methods. One is the public that void this method, add fragment method. This copy this, add fragment. Here you can create this add fragment. So this has a return type as fragment. So this fragment, it has a return type as this fragment here. So then here in this that fragment list we need to means this fragments. This is a fragments dot add. In this what we are adding, the above this fragments we are adding into this fragments we are adding into this, means whatever we are creating these fragments we are adding into this. Also same way we are adding titles, so that is title dot add. So here we are adding this title as well. So here we need to add title. So here also we need to add one more return type, that is title. So title we need to add the, sorry, it's a return type string, that is title. Just we are adding the title as the title. So string list title as the title, then title dot add. So we need to add this title as a title. Just a minute, it should come. Then after this, here one more method is required here. That is the override method, but it's not defining like this. So at the rate override, at the rate override, at the rate override. So first we can add directly this public. So that is char sequence get page title. So here we need to get the page titles based on the position. That positions we need to define here. Initially this one has auto generated, but now it's not auto generating. So because of that, we are creating this position based. We are only creating this method. So it has the return type. So return as the that whatever this title start get position. So that we are adding this here position this. So but this is the override method. We need to add for this as the override method because it's a predefined, but it's not generating automatically. So because of that, we are adding this as a this. So now why it's not coming here? Title only, string title. This is done. Just we need to run this. Only this is one step. This why it's not showing here. Just wait by clicking this. So title dot add get count, it's override count, it's game, add fragment, title also there, string title is there. Okay, that title, this title is little bit different. So we can change this as a something like this, then it will work. So both are the same. This because of that it's so this is done. Now everything is fine. Just I'm running this program now. After this I will add something extra on this that we can show you here now. So before that, here now I want to add one more thing in the tabs. Here tab mode. So that is the tab mode. First I'm adding this fixed. So then after that I'll show you the scrollable, how the scrollable will work, how the fixed will work. So once this is done, we can able to see this output. Then we can go and we can see this next step. Here meanwhile, I'll open this visor. So to check this output, because I run this in my phone. So I'm opening this visor. So once its visor has opened and the program has run, we can able to see here this what is the output, how this can be happen, and what are the things in this. It's other things. This is nowadays it's a lot of places this we are using. So this is so many places we need to use that because it's nowadays it's a very important to check this also. Just a minute, it's still running this application. So meanwhile this visor is also need to open. Already I opened this visor. see this output. Then here after that fixed mode will change the fixed mode to scrollable mode, and that also will show you, because when sometimes maybe we create this number of tabs, so that number of tabs should be controlled by this only. So because of that I'll show you the both fixed mode as well as the scrollable mode. This is very important. This is also one of the topic of our material design. So in material design, it's a very important case. This can be handled here. Still it's running. Still what happened for this visor? Also this code as well as this link, I'll share you code link as well as the GitHub link. I'll share you in the description. Please go through that description for this more updates. Also, who not subscribed, please subscribe to get regular updates on this, because I want to cover all the things in this, not only Java, Android, Kotlin, as well as a Flutter. I'm planning this different things in this. So this visor opened, it's running. Yeah, still it's installing. Yeah, it's installing. My phone also connected at the same time. Okay, see, now this is output. Like here, see, now I'm changing this. There are the tabs. So tabs are created here. So now, so like this, so the tabs are created here. So there are tabs, but here still it's some issue. It's closing here. Just a minute. We'll check in a Lagcat. What is that error here? Fatal exception. So it's not showing any errors here. Okay, just no worry about this one, because this all, it should be the same, this tab views. So here it will work for this always, same code. Something here, just here it's not showing any error now. Just I'll check this error and I'll update that in a GitHub, but this remaining process as should be the same. Just you can go through that. Thank you. Please subscribe to get more updates.